Feuds between rappers have been an integral part of hip-hop since its emergence, and some great songs might have never been released if two rappers never beefed. For instance, would hip-hop ever be the same if we never had the legendary Hit 'Em Up by Tupac?
So fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game.
But while feuds and beefs are a necessary part of rap music, isn't it also important to talk about the friendships in hip-hop and how this has also defined the game? And what better relationship than that of Dr. Dre and Eminem? When Dr. Dre heard Eminem for the first time in 1998, the first thing he said was this.
The first thing I said when I heard it was, what the fuck did he just say?
The producer was so impressed by the up-and-coming rapper's demo tape that it instantly became his favorite song. But how did this tape even manage to get to Dr. Dre? So in 1997, Eminem took second position in the annual Rap Olympics after losing to Otherwise of Project Blowed, a rap battle specialist. But this defeat didn't hurt M's growing career. Instead, it even put him on the radar of major labels looking to sign new artists. Fortunately, an intern working with Interscope Records thought M would be a great addition to the team, so we took word to the then CEO of Interscope, Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy was hooked on his first listen, and he knew he had to put Dre on. On first listen, it was an automatic yes for Dre. He kept listening to the demo tape, rewinding and playing the song again. Of course, the scene was set for Eminem to join the team, but there was something Jimmy was holding back from Dre. A few days after playing him the demo, Jimmy dropped the bombshell and told Dre that Eminem is a white rapper. This immediately changed how simple everything was for Dr. Dre. And some label members who once wanted Eminem to join the label suddenly had doubts. Vanilla Ice had shown that it was possible for a white rapper to achieve mainstream success, but he had just one major successful song, so that really wasn't a guarantee of success. In fact, when Dre's general manager saw the pictures of Eminem, he said, "Dre, this boy got blue eyes. What are we doing?" But Dre knew what he was doing. He didn't care if M was white or black or purple. All that mattered was giving a platform to a rapper who truly deserved it. And when he finally met Eminem for the first time, Dre and Jimmy Iovine realized that it was worth it. Not wanting to miss out on his potential, Dr. Dre signed M to Aftermath Entertainment, a record label he co-owned.
It literally feels like a lifetime ago, but I still remember the shit like it was just yesterday, though.
Eminem's meeting with Dr. Dre happened just like he narrated on I Need a Doctor. Hoping to make the best impression, M arrived in a yellow sweatsuit and hoodie, and it got everyone in the studio throwing jokes. But as soon as he stepped in the booth, the Detroit rapper showed everyone what he was made of. For M, it was a life-changing moment. I mean, wouldn't you be starstruck if you found yourself in a room with Dr. Dre? M said, "I'm looking at Dre like, dude, I see you on TV all the time. You are one of my biggest influences ever in life." But there was no time for that. Immediately, M got in the booth. Dre was ready to make him his first hit, and on their first meeting, this duo created My Name Is.
My name is what? My name is Slim Shady. My name is what?
The connection between these two rappers was so genuine that M began making jokes aimed at Dre, and interestingly, the seasoned producer didn't even bat an eye. These subtle jabs would eventually find a way into their songs, further showing itself prominently on Guilty Conscience, the first song they completed together.
From somebody who slapped D-Barnes?
What you say?
What's wrong? Didn't think I remember?
I'ma kill you.
Now that Eminem had his singles out, it was time to begin working on an album. And finally, on the 23rd of February 1999, Eminem released the Slim Shady LP and announced his arrival as a rapper that was going to take over hip-hop.
I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitators.
And he did. The album sold over 5 million records and was certified platinum 5 times. His single, My Name Is, reached #2 on the Billboard 200, while the album reached the #1 spot on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart. This release also turned out to be an important one for Aftermath Records, as it became the label's first successful album release. But it wasn't just about the numbers. The album also won Eminem his first Grammy in 2000, after it was announced as the best rap album. And My Name Is, the classic single, was named as the best rap solo performance. It was a debut that no one saw coming, a debut too strong to be dismissed. And from this point onward, Eminem and Dr. Dre's collaboration became the strongest in hip-hop, making hits like The Real Slim Shady,
Lie to get me here so you can sit me here next to Britney Spears.
and Forget About Dre.
Turn me back to the old me.
Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they.
But after the debut album and its immense success, M wanted a favor from Dr. Dre. A member of the D12 rap group, M promised his bandmates that he was going to get him a platform just like Dre had done. But there was one tiny problem. Dr. Dre wasn't willing to sign them. So, M decided to start his own label, Shady Records, and made D12 the label's first act. But this didn't cause any issues with Dre, and things only improved. By 2002, the pair of Dr. Dre and M had become inseparable, and it wasn't just about music. M used every opportunity to mention that Dre saved his life, adding that his career would never have taken flight if Dre never took the risk of supporting him. In a rather interesting twist, in the same year, M would have the chance to do the same to another rapper who had been blacklisted by the industry, and it was none other than 50 Cent, the infamous rapper who was dropped by Columbia Records. 50 Cent was a rapper fit enough to join Aftermath or Shady Records, but Dre, who had been in the rap business longer than M, didn't want the rapper on. Dre saw that 50 was a good artist, but the controversy surrounding him could destroy his career before it even got started, and this forced him to consider not signing him. But Eminem was adamant. Just like Dre had done with him, he wanted to give a chance to a rapper everyone had ignored. After an endless back and forth, Dre finally agreed and 50 was signed in a 50-50 deal between Shady Records and Aftermath Entertainment. And the rest, as they say, is history.
No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see. Then
Unfortunately, things weren't always great for Dre and Eminem. Coupled with court cases, the media,
To give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Yes, I know.
and the tragic death of Proof of 2006, Eminem became a victim of substance abuse. Things took a turn for the worse in 2008 that the rapper had to admit himself into a rehab center. Coincidentally, Dre lost his son, Andre Jr., to an accidental overdose the same year. But despite this being a difficult period for these two friends, they used it as an opportunity to even support each other more. And when Dre suffered a brain aneurysm in 2021, Eminem was right by his side. In fact, M has so much respect for the producer that he ended his beef with Snoop Dogg because of Dre. The next year, our favorite hip-hop duo were back on stage together as they performed at the Super Bowl 56 halftime show.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
In November 2022, Eminem was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by none other than his friend and longtime collaborator, Dr. Dre.
The man who saved my life, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. motherfucking Dre.
Is this the best relationship in hip-hop or what? We can't help but think of the great things these two will do in the future together.